welcome to Marketing Without the Marketing. I'm your host, Michael Bosey, and as always, really glad you can join me. Now, I call this long-running podcast Marketing Without the Marketing because, let's face it, marketing sucks. At least the way that we think of marketing, which is only the case because of what marketers do in the real world. So why is it that when small businesses start marketing, they fall into this trap of simply mimicking what other marketers do? And there are some really bad habits out there that we need to squash. There's the language that they use, filled with buzzwords and clichés. The tone, coming off as a used car salesman, even without intending to. The selfishness, only interested in your own priorities. The tactics that they use, that come straight out of this, tricks and tips culture. Even the overall strategy itself, right? The problems with your quote-unquote funnel design, taking people on a pathway. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, I still got to sell stuff, right? And yes, we want to be selling, but we don't want it to feel like selling. We have to show that we care and that we mean it, right? That we have genuine interest in solving a problem, because if we don't, then what is it? It's just a sales pitch. It's a scam. People are going to see right through it. And even if they don't, and you do manage to trick people into purchasing, is that how we want to do business? Is that actually sustainable, to get one sale and then move on? The ones who win online are those who use the platforms to build long-term relationships, to earn the trust of an audience, to turn some of that audience into customers, and convert the best of that audience into advocates. And these advocates do the selling for you. When we do our job right, we don't have to sell. Others are going to do it for us, and they're going to be better at it than we are. Now, of course, we need to be there to help with the process. This is our responsibility. We have to create the shareable content that helps advocates make your case for you to others. We have to build the actual pathway for new potential customers so it's clear how to actually engage with you, right? That's our responsibility too. And we have to make sure that every piece in that pathway is a trust-building instrument. And again, all this has to be genuine. There's no such thing as fake trust. You either earn it or you don't. And we all start from zero. So what is it then, right? Is it the tricks that get you the quick sale? Or taking the longer road that builds an actual sustainable growth engine? How you show up matters. Getting the nuances right matters. How are we ever going to get our ideas across if we're turning people off by the way that we show up? This is, after all, what I say all the time, the digital representation of you. It's got to be you. And we all need a tune-up, or at least to audit what we put out there, myself included. I make mistakes on this stuff all the time. But this has held my interest, especially over the past few months, because, I'm just constantly immersed in media, producing media, and also helping my clients be strategic about producing media. And I want to make sure that whatever we project to the world, you and me, whatever we put out there has the power that we intend it to have. So if this is of interest to you, then I've got two projects. The podcast, Marketing Without the Marketing. This is messaging for a business purpose pitched at small players, underdogs, trying to help you punch above your weight class, if you will. And the other project, Consider the Source, which is the same type of messaging, but for a broader base, not just business. Now, sometimes a topic will fit into both categories and sometimes not. I try to keep this relevant to what you want to hear from me. So to that end, let me know how I'm doing. Reach out either in the comments, hit me up on Twitter or LinkedIn. That's where I usually am. Send me an email. Many of you do already. I appreciate that. Love hearing from you. I'll stop there, but thank you as always for your attention, and I'll see you on the next episode.